Hi everyone, it's Dan from Ink Gaming. Welcome back to Rimworld. This is Season 1, Episode 16 of our game, Escape from Prison Planet 314. This is version Beta 18, and we join our convicts in their base, sleeping the night away as per usual. We are up to 5, our original 3 that made the pact to escape the planet, plus Rasta, who's been with us for a while, and Dennis, who we recruited from a group of convicts that had attacked us. So we got a lot done in the past couple episodes. Really, our efforts came together finally. And as you see, we have a real dining room, a fridge for our meals. We have a game room or an entertainment room with a pool table in it. We set up extra bedrooms and prisoner rooms. We put down a research station, got some extra power coming in because of the extra coolers and things sapping the power. We've smoothed some floors. We put some walls in. So looking pretty good, pretty impressive. We are today hopefully going to sort of get our stockpile rooms in and our official workroom in. It may not have all our stuff in it. We're going to definitely get to researching. I'll actually show you. So what I've got queued up for research right now is basically up to microelectronics basics, which forces us to do smithing and machining first. They'll all come in handy, but that's what we'll be aiming for. That'll take a little while. Who we have, we're going to go ahead and have Rasta. We actually have 3 people who could be researching, and we may go back and look at having them do it. For example, Dennis or EG. But Rasta and EG both have some passion for it. That means they're going to learn a little bit faster. EG has so many other things that we want EG to do, like construction. It's funny that I said so many other things. I guess he's also a pretty good crafter. So that's why EG's not going to be doing it. We're going to also put some walls up. Lots of gaps, but walls up around our garden if we do ever potentially need to roof them. So since we have a lot of wall blocks or stone blocks built up, we're going to do that. Now we're going to think about defenses as well. But let's get started on this stuff so that we can get some progress. So EG, looks like EG is up in the middle of the night to take care of Sukihana's gut worms. If you recall last episode, Sukihana unfortunately caught or has been infected by gut worms, which of course is pretty debilitating. There's not much we can do except keep it treated and hope it goes away sooner rather than later. Let's see, we're okay on meat, not fabulous. Plenty of potatoes and rice and corn. Okay, maybe not plenty, but you know, enough. And then the other thing is we have hay. Now, we do have alpacas. I did flag a couple of these hallways for roofing. So EG's taking care of that. He's really, well, I guess it's morning, so he's up. I flagged some of this stockpile. All these stockpiles, I have 4 set up here and 4 set up here. But oh my goodness, an elephant self-tamed. We now have an elephant 1. Hi, elephant. It's an age 5 male elephant. Hi. That's funny. That's great. Remember we tried to tame an elephant that didn't go so well. I'm not saying it couldn't again, and you know, we might be willing to risk Rasta after all, you know. Rasta has, let's just say, given us some not good use of time as far as lighting fires everywhere. But we have an elephant. So what I will do is I will set up the elephant to be hopefully obedience trained. And we're going to set up the elephant, which I believe, let's take a quick look. Oh, here we go. So it'll eat things like vegetables, live plants. I hope that means that it will eat grass. Okay, so potentially grass, hay, kibble. While there is grass, we now have at least 4 animals, and we've got some babies on the way, but we may end up not letting those babies live. But we may need to set down another farm plot, if you will, with because currently, while we do have what I call 2 extra plots, we are rotating them typically between an extra medical or an extra smoke leaf. Well, I would love to get rid of some of these trees. Honestly, we found that we need them. So since we don't need these quite for power, what I'm probably going to do is I'll set up another little plot here. Number 1, as I said, let's bring him into animals. Oh, okay, that's fine. Sorry, we're going to zoom out a little bit. But he's working hard. Let's go ahead and do zone area, growing zone. And, well, there's sand here. There's a bunch of rock in here. Certainly not ideal, but this we've got set up to be the shooting thing. I guess we could set it up right here. It doesn't have to be huge. About that. Hey, hey, hey. There we go. Hey. Excuse me. So, looks like we got a bunch of people set to be growers, which is fine. It just means we harvest our crops faster and everything like that. We plant them. So, that'll get planted real quick. Looks like we are still building these walls, which is great and fabulous. Why isn't Rasta researching? Ah, as soon as you say it, Rasta goes off and researches. Beautiful. That's fabulous. Did we ever get this smoothed? We got these set up to smooth. I don't know whether we ever did that. We probably should. It's not, again, a critical priority, but, you know, it's one of the... Okay, we did. Sometimes you will forget to do things. If you know, originally said, oh, it's not a critical priority. Let's not do that until later, and then let's get it done. Okay, looks like we've got some smoke leaf coming in. So there's a couple things I'd like to do. I'd like to get some of these hallways floored, of course. EG's back in bed. That's unfortunate. I know why he went to bed, because we woke him up so early. But EG, well, that's good enough. Let's get you up. That should last you through, hopefully the rest meter should last you through the rest of the day. Hopefully you'll go to bed at a normal hour and get back on schedule. So, as you can see, the research tree bar is now slowly filling because Rasta's hard at work. Because Rasta is going to be spending a lot of time in there, there's a light in there, basically sitting on her ass. Oh, it looks like we're getting a little bit of the wood coming in, which is good since we were so low. I'm going to probably wait until we get these walls in, and then since we have that, they'll switch to smoothing the floors. And I'll put some floors in here and maybe the floors in the hallway. I'd really, especially with the smokeweed, because this is now keeping at a 0 degrees, I would like to move the crafting station into, this is going to be the workroom over here, guys and girls. So we are making good progress. It looks like people are, not every time because we still have this set up, but they are using the nice dining room. Looks like it's raining again. Quite a bit of rain. Did our elephant come home? There's the elephant. We need another resting spot for our friendly elephant. How about... What do you guys think? We could put him in the game room. These are the difficult decisions. Well, not that difficult. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And I think we'll actually put one in here. Okay. So how much extra cotton do we have? Well, we got a lot of wool now. We'll be thinking about selling some of that. So we got some cotton. I was thinking about making an animal bed. You can certainly make it out of cloth, and that's what I mean when I say the cotton. Actually, when you harvest it, it becomes cloth. Why, I don't know, honestly. It's a soft bed, but our animals, they don't have a comfort rating, so people may like it more. I don't know, because we're not that nice. Who am I kidding? But maybe. Now, I might build a poker table. I mean, we do have a pool table, but it's nice to give them options. The issue with me building a poker table is then I'd need chairs. And that would use our precious little wood that we have. So that's not going to happen. We're going to need our wood for a little while for probably crafting type or production tables. And doors. Doors. Okay, looks like we're working on this. That's great. Getting some more wood. Gem is playing on the pool table. Beautiful. As you see, it's a nice little temperate 19, 20 degrees. The cooler is, helping mitigate from the outside of 31. This is still holding. So Rasta's got a reasonable work environment. And the fridge seems to be holding, which is great. So all of that is perfectly fabulous. Our meals are holding in a reasonable amount. And I actually wonder, we may not be making simple meals anymore because Rasta, Rasta's busy researching, but Rasta may have reached, a 6 cooking. So what we originally had was, looks like we've almost done. What we originally had was that we had the easy or the simple meals set up to be only low-skilled people, so that way they can work on this to get their skill up, because you need, I think, 6 skill to make the fine meal. So now that they both can do it, nobody's doing this anymore. So if we wanted some backup simple meals, what we could do is we could simply, expand this to allow other people to do it. I like to have some backup simple meals. They don't make people as happy, but they take less. So I guess we're going to go ahead and do that. We're only going to try and keep, I think, 20 on hand. So, okay. So we will get that done. In addition, it does look like we are going to run into some meat issues. So, how about you, Mr. Elephant? You're now our victim. Okay, Suki. Oh, multiple events at once. First, we have some visitors. A group from Southwest Rimworld are visiting the colony. They have a few items to trade. And we have a psychic soothe. Every colonist of the female gender smiles with contentment. So that's great. We literally have 4 females and 1 male in this colony. Let's take a quick look. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 incoming. When we actually take a look at them, we're going to try and entertain them, which is going to take up our time. Our goodwill with the faction is up to 47. If we recruited one, it would take probably somewhere in between 15 to 30. This one would take 30, which means they'd still be pretty neutral to us. We could, to get a recruit, there may be someone that's really fabulous in here, but we're going to go ahead and just do some trading with them, do some entertaining with them, and see if we can improve some of our relations. Make sure we're on good terms, so that we can get the stuff we need to get off this planet. Okay, looks like we got done here. Now, while I'm tempted, it looks like we're going to have some people at least EG and Gem that will be probably doing some talking. I can hear the gun going off. That's probably Shuki hunting that elephant. Hopefully that's working out. So as far as conversations go, ooh, EG's pretty good too. So EG and Gem are our folks. So why don't we go ahead and get EG to come over here. Great. Where you going, Ben? Okay, let's see what they got. Wow. We had a lot of dead man stuff to get rid of. So this is all the stuff we have that they don't care about. They're just not interested. So there's that hat we made that I think Dennis is still not wearing. So this is not dead man's, but it's below what we want to wear. Dead man's, dead man's, dead man's. There should just be a single key where you just get rid of all the dead mans. Wouldn't that be nice? Now, I've seen some people use some mods that allow them to set up a task to rip apart stuff. So you get cloth or materials out of stuff that you no longer want, rather than sitting in your stockpile and then you waiting to sell it to someone. Wow, these were nice, but they're all dead mans. Which is great. This is going to free up lots of little spaces in that temporary stockpile in our freezer that we're using. Because each one of these items, they don't stack, they take a space. Now I got some pretty awful weapons here. I'm going to sell some. Wow. And yet I'm going to keep a couple just for in case we end up, needing a spare weapon or two. We're going to keep these, and we're going to keep the hat. They're not very good quality, but we're going to keep them. They do have 213 left. We could pick up, for example, this one medication to try and build our medication supplies. You end up using 10 for each hospital bed if we get to that high in research. They also have some very expensive components, and they have packaged survival meals. I think we'll avoid both of these things. What I am going to do is I'm going to try and sell out our smoke leaf. I'll buy their one medicine. They don't have enough money right now. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure they had anything else we want to buy. So instead we will sell them less smoke leaf. Okay. I don't mind giving them, a little extra advantage there, and that's fine. I don't think it actually affects anything, but to give them a little extra coins, or value, as it were. Okay, so there's our medication, there's our silver. This is not ideal. We'll put an urgent haul on this. It's holding the door open, which means that cooler is now trying to cool the world. Let's go ahead and get that sandstone floor in, and let's get the workroom smooth. So those two things in mind. Floors, more floors. We were using the paving, mosaic, sandstone. There we go. Again, we're only going to actually put floors in the spots where we can't smooth naturally. So if I go over here, yep, we should be able to smooth all of this floor naturally. So we're going to take care of that. In addition, looks like we can't do it there, but we do want to do it. So let's do this. Beautiful. Looks like wood is up to 208, so we will probably end up putting doors in here as well. But that's the beginning of our task. I think we smoothed this out. We did, and no, we did not here. I'll just have to serve as a reminder, won't it? Everybody's going to bed, which is fine. Okay. Well, let's let that floor go on before we, like, for example, put flooring down in the hall. But I do want to do that. This is a beautiful thing. So what this would allow us to do, We don't have to do it right now. We're not going to do it right now. In theory, what we could do is we could now roof all of this, and we could put sun lamps in. We are not producing near enough power to handle 2 sun lamps, but you know, if we had to in an emergency situation, we would probably just stop growing some of these crops. We do one. If we eventually get geothermal, that'll help. So it looks like, what are you doing? You're relaxing socially right outside my bedroom. Can't say that that really makes me feel great. Gigi's gonna get up in the middle of the night to tend Sukihana's gutworm. This is why we need to grow that extra. I mean, one of the many reasons we need to grow that extra. May expand this. I am going to expand this. It is a dumping stockpile. And we aren't really collecting the steel right now, but that way we just have it if we need it. Okay. Well, it looks like we got the elephant. I didn't even notice. That's great. Looks like we're hard at work putting the flooring down. Is anyone actually entertaining? Oh, it looks like EG and Gem. They're both trying to sort of entertain the visitors, make friends of them, which is great. That's what's slowing us down some on the building, if you were. Now, we had enough beds for this many visitors. I know they're not the best beds in the world, but and they have a game room and they have a dining hall to hang out at, so hopefully they're having a pretty good time. I expect that they are. We have a number. See, someone's playing horseshoes. We have this whole little gun targeting range if they want to go play there. So we've got a lot of stuff for them to do, in theory. Now, I think this is I think it's like a 15 by 12 room. The 12 should mean that you should be able to roof all sides, but I don't like to take too many chances on that stuff, if you will. So what I am going to actually do is I'm just going to throw a little extra wall in here for safety's sake, for support. Kind of like I did down here. This is a bigger room, and I did that for safety's sake. Now, that really sounds like someone's hunting. So I am... no. Gem is having some joy and entertainment currently, shooting at the target dummy. Very good, Gem. We like that. Not sure why Dennis ran all the way out here to eat a meal, but who knows. So our batteries are fully charged, so we're going to go ahead and toggle this one off, so that way if a zzz event happens, we'll only lose the battery out of these 2 powers. Norris actually helped us out. Thanks, Norris. We need more stuff for these folks to help us. Look at that, lugging wood for us. Okay, we got some puke that needs cleaning up. I don't know who's on that, but makes me kind of not thrilled. I'd say we have enough wood probably to put our extra doors in, so I'll probably toggle those as well. Let's just get this workroom. Start to get it complete, as it were. And actually do them here too. We are going to need to run power. So I want to take a look at that real quick too. So we'll probably just cross over here. Cross over here. And we'll just run it down here. And then maybe up the back wall. run it down the back wall. Ooh. Okay, I'm just going to pause so everybody has a chance to read that. They are absolutely amazed by your hospitality. We scored 100. They'll visit again. So here's the benefit of of the hospitality mod. A, you can do that. Oh, I missed everything. Oh, I got to read faster, don't I? Anyway, we had a lot of people here, so they individually left us stuff they had, gifts as it were. We got some wool cloth. I think we got some smoked leaf joints. Someone left us some bird meat, and I think there were some fire foam shells somewhere around here. Maybe even some pretty incredible gifts, as it were. There's the fire foam shells. I'm gonna go ahead and put an urgent haul on the meat. So honestly, these may have been the smokes that we sold them, so they gave us back our smokes. Is it game breaking? No. Yeah. You get more value, but I spent more time entertaining them. So it does give us a slight advantage. I just think it adds ambiance. I think it's something that kind of makes sense, and I've enjoyed watching people play with the mod, so I play with the mod. Now, did I somehow fail to put a door here? Did I have? Silly me? Nope. Okay. So we are sleeping the night away, and we've got plenty of work. Let's see, what else? So now that we're getting this done, we are definitely going to think about moving the crafting station and whatnot. I'm really surprised we haven't. Well, Gemma was busy talking, so Gemma will probably get to meal making this morning. But defenses. We used up a lot of stone, but we have a lot of stone. As a matter of fact, we're out of our flooring stone. You know, not the end of the world. What I can do, we were using sandstone, so what I'll do is I'll flag some of the sandstone that's not too far away. I'll flag it for haul, so hopefully the dog will pull this in. And we do have some space. We got plenty of stone. If we need to make floors out of, you know, limestone, we'll make floors out of limestone. I mean, no big deal. As a matter of fact, it looks like we made this hallway tile out of hex paving, which isn't as beautiful, but we did make it out of marble, so we could, you know, sort of follow that, where we're using sandstone and natural stone for inside, like rooms, but other things. So anyway, I think we got enough at this point. I'm going to let them get the power done. I'm going to let them get the, matter of fact, let's get lights in here too. About like right here. I forget how far it goes. That's why I like to get the power done first. So, we have research finished smithing. That's great. That was the first one for us. We can actually build a smithy now. We can create metal weapons and tools there. But it is a precursor for other things. So if you look, we're now going to move on to machining, which is fine. We'll just hit there, we'll go there, and Rasta will continue to sit in that chair. I am going to... Did we get the power? Part way there. Okay. Standing lamp. Hey, let's put one here. We may stretch it out, but we'll just get one in right now. As soon as EG gets done with this, now we can see how far it goes. That's fine for now. We'll put it right there. Sounds like a plan. And actually, I'm thinking maybe we should go ahead and we got that in, so let's go ahead and get... How are we doing on wood? Yep, let's get the doors in there too. So let's build a copy. Doors going in. Let's make sure that as far as roofing goes, let's roof the whole kit and caboodle, right? I think that is a good plan. Zone area, build roof, doing it. Time for roofs, roofs everywhere. And if we do roofs, we must do lights. Okay, so we still have floors to smooth. That's fine. Well, who's making food? Okay, Jem's making food. But Jem's going to keep making those meals. What I can do is I can have Gem prioritize or... No. Oh, did I really? No. Let's slow down speed for a second here. I should be able to have Gem. Okay, Rasta, what if I have you do this? Did this elephant rot? No. Okay. I'm very confused. That's fine. Anybody should do this. I am missing something here that doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, maybe it was just that. I don't click on the actual corpse, I click on the workstation. So we have a rainy thunderstorm going on. That usually means lightning. It is getting towards the evening, so people are probably going to go to bed soon. I'm going to have Rasta take a quick, brief break from the research table, get that elephant done. That'll give us that extra meat we were looking for. And I think we're looking pretty good. Pretty good. Looks like we might have pulled in maybe... No, I don't know. We got our 3 lamps, or looks like Dennis is already in bed. So all of this is good. I think we want to actually start thinking about moving our workstations. Now, one of the problems is this is not temperature control. And that means if we have people working here and it gets hot, you know, it gets uncomfortable. So we could, obviously, we left spaces. We could put an air conditioner in here, or cooler. And that may be what we should do. And pretty much that is definitely what we are going to do, but I'm a little bit concerned about power right now. I know it looks like we got plenty of power. As you can see, though, we do drain batteries at night. And, you know, I just added a couple more lamps. So it is something that's going on. Wow, this is a savage storm. Storms are so sort of powerful and majestic. I love them in real life too. Obviously they can be terrifying, but there is definitely something about them that is pretty darn cool. Okay. This shouldn't, I mean, it'll take us, that's a long wall. That is a really long wall. But I would love to build that wall. Wonder what would happen if I said marble, right? Yeah. If I said, hey guys, I want a marble wall from here all the way there. That's 58. 250... 290. We actually, oh my goodness, what is going on with this self-taming? So we just got a Rhino. I'm going to cancel this. Think about it. Hello, Rhino. Oh, and it named itself. Kenya. I don't even know what to say. I think everything else got Elephant 1 or Alpaca 1, but apparently it's got a name. So taking a quick look at a rhino. It's, you know, got trainable intelligence. Looks like it feeds off of live plants. Could we make it into like an attack elephant? Or a rhino? My bad. I would be very interested in knowing that. It looks like we might be able to. What do you guys think? It's a pretty cool thought. We can give it a try. You know, hopefully, I mean, we got a lot of things that are in theory eating grass. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is Suki... Okay, Suki's treated. I hate to wake you up. You can feed yourself, Suki. It's the gut worms. Anyway, let's get back to our rhino Kenya. Come on in. They're worth a lot of meat, and that's why when we go hunt one down for meat, an elephant or a rhino, it provides a lot for a good while. Yeah. See, the elephant can be trained to haul, which we will definitely work on. I'm going to actually take a quick look. Suki's taking a smoke. You probably deserve it with those gut worms. So as far as animal handling, Rasta, okay, that seemed like a zit event, but I could be wrong. Where's the fire? No, it was a lightning strike. No problem, Dennis is up. Dennis will take care of it, which is fine. Dennis will eat Dennis's meal in the rainy thunderstorm. So what I was going to say is Rasta does train animals. That's who we were having train animals. But since I've set research higher, Rasta just sits at the table all day. Now the problem is, if I set this a little bit higher, Rasta will go train them. But now that we have, what, 2 to train, may end up not doing a whole bunch of research. We have a couple other people that would be perfectly capable, well, at least here. But they're also responsible for some other things. I'm going to go ahead and set this to 3. We're going to see how much Rasta actually does that versus and spends away from the research table. Okay? Looks like hopefully someone will take care of another lightning strike. EG hopefully will take care of Sukihana. The gut worms are rearing their ugly head again. Yep. Okay. So, on we go. Speed it up again. Get these floors smooth. So what I'm going to want to do is, it's going to cost us materials, but I'm going to want to move this dismantle. You can't move it. Deconstruct the tailor bench, and I think we finished with everything we were building here. And we're going to move it over here. We're going to move the stone table, crafting table, over here. We're going to move the smoke leaf, although it's kind of tempting to leave it in the fridge. We could always actually, like, well, the reason it's nice is the leaves stay, they don't rot, but it's not a huge deal. On the other hand, I have no idea what Dennis was just doing. Cleaning, that's the risk. We could make part of this out of the home zone, but Dennis wanted to go clean the rock rubble from the firing while someone was firing, and you can see how that might put Dennis into the line of fire, which would be unfortunate for Dennis. So we're getting these floors done. This will be great. I guess I'm going to go ahead and get this done before our metal is. So it's kind of like the situation of the wood. We had all that steel when we took all of this out. It was great. It was fabulous. And now it's all gone. That's how the cookie crumbles. We do have other steel deposits, I think. There's some up there. So, oh my goodness. We have ibixes. Different kinds of life has made it to our humble little map. Okay, it looks like the floor is done. We'll go single speed for a little bit here. People will probably go craft some stone. That's fine. EG's gonna get all this smoke leaf done, which is also good. Very, very fine. This alpaca's just hanging out. Oh, eating the grass in here. Which I'm perfectly good with, because now that this is roofed, that's another problem, of course, with our base is the more we roof, the less there's like growable land for random stuff like grass. So feel free to eat that up. But with this done, why don't we go ahead and see if we can't... Oh, golly. I don't know. I do want to lay out the stuff. I'm thinking maybe we get Suki mining some more local materials. It wouldn't hurt if we can get some more steel. It wouldn't hurt if we can get some more components. So why don't we go get that done? Maybe like up here and up here. Yep. Just get it done. Mine all that out. Mine all that out. Oh. And that'll give us some extra steel. Component wise, I know there was one over here that's in deep water. We can't get to it from right there. We might be able to get to it from somewhere else. We can actually have EG help out, I think, by, I think there were. This is a good track, but we can go ahead and deconstruct those. Sounds good. Now, we do have sort of other walls and buildings that were originally here from who knows who, how, when, and where that we could deconstruct. That might be an ancient danger. We know we still have an ancient danger right here. Crack that someday. Ancient dangers, you know, they can be interesting. Obviously, they're always interesting just because they're sort of a roll of the dice. But you have to kind of ask yourself whether they really give you a leg up. Now, in the beginning of a game, particularly one that you weren't recording, if you wanted to take a chance, roll the dice, seems like a pretty good thing. Later on, they're more of a, let's see what's there. It's a challenge. Maybe we can try and overcome. But I would say it's probably a little bit less of a, wow, we are going through the food quicker than I would have imagined. So, in fact, what we're going to do is, I hate how it sometimes, we're going to actually not allow sowing here. Once this is harvested, we'll change it to medical root. We were originally going to change this one, but we're going to allow sowing. We're going to just keep growing more corn because we're going through food now at a rate that, that, as you can see, we're not sitting on a lot of veggies to mix with the meat. So we'll go ahead and do it in that way. Looks like Hermione is grabbing some extra stone. I suspect we're out either hauling stone or mining, which is fine. I have no idea what EG's up to. Okay. EG did the deconstruction. That was actually a lot of components we just got. And it's not a huge amount of steel, but it is certainly something that we could get. I hate to put it on haul urgently, so we're going to just hopefully let them get it normally. We are going to unforbid everything in case there's, you know, a corpse recently on the map, like an animal. Look at what happened in our little graveyard. The corpses have almost all decayed, so that's worked out great in our favor. We just sort of let nature work its course. So we are looking pretty fabulous as far as I'm concerned. Seems like Gem has never been able to actually catch up to the fine meals in such a way that Gem would then be like, okay, now I want to make the backup regular meals. So but we'll see. Close. Getting to the point where I think I'd like to roof this as well. But like I said, I wanted to put some floors down. Our sandstone is not quite where I'd like it to be. But if we're in agreement, what do you guys think? Should we just make floors out of limestone? And let's do it, right? Decision made. They aren't as pretty. Now these are the normal, like normally I'd make like a floor out of flagstone. But I think we decided to make hallway floors out of floors. More floors. Hex. So let's go with limestone. Well, we started with marble. What do you guys think? Marble, limestone. We'll stick with marble. So I'll put some floors in here. Now this is one of those things where we're going to, again, use the natural floor as well. We'll put floors in there. Put floors in there and floors in there. Looks like it's bedtime for our convicts. We have a new rhinoceros. We have an elephant. We probably do not have... I tried to set up some extra animal sleeping spots. So we actually might have enough at this point. Not for long, always. But still, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so it looks like everybody's to bed, which is great. So, whoa, oh, rain looks so funny when you pause it. So we'll work on setting up the production room next time, and I think and get some flooring in. But at this point, maybe pull some wood. We have a caravan request before we leave. So a nearby settlement, Loyalties Crag, contracts with you a special trade request. They would like to purchase 110 gold, and they're going to give us 1,600 silver. The request expires after 28 days. So you actually have to deliver the gold to them, or whatever they want to them, which involves a caravan, which involves food, which involves, you know, having, like, for example, our elephant train to carry it, and having the gold, which we don't have anyway. So that will probably expire, but that's fine. Anyway, with that, we're going to call the episode here. I just want to thank everybody for watching, and we will see you next time.